Well, good evening again, and welcome to the twice weekly rant. You'd think I'd be running out of things to moan about. No, you've just got to open the paper. There's been so much going on in the last couple of days, but I'm here to tell you something wonderful has happened tonight on my way to the den to do this piece. And especially, I want to tell you people on YouTube for this, because people are saying that now humans have all gone a bit funny. Wildlife is taking over. Well, we can see that with the protests, but they mean real wildlife, and my mole is back, so we'll have to get that bloke that knocks on, hello, yeah, they look like moles, don't they, mole people? What do you want to do when you leave school? I want to hunt moles and exterminate them. Anyway, right, I saw a slow worm. How good is that? It's like seeing Halley's Comet, isn't it? A slow worm. Do you know what a slow worm is? No. Well, it's a legless lizard. No, it wasn't me looking in the mirror. It's a thing about that long. It looks like a snake, but he can shut his eyes. You see, he's got the funny eyes, doing this funny business, funny this, hissing seed like this, a slow worm. Anyway, it takes me back to my late brother when one of his daughters was being baptised. I think I was a young kid, I don't know, 7 or 8 years of age, and I took my pet slow worm in my pocket to the church. But there we are, we're moving on. Right, this week has been dominated by a couple of things. Lockdown is moving on. Boris is looking better, I think, poor bugger. And of course, the lack of outcry about the murder of the 3 guys in Reading. And this is a bit close to me as well, because my son was in the adjacent park that night and saw everything that was going on. What people are missing out here is the fact that this guy was an asylum seeker, okay, and he was from Syria with ties to God knows fucking who, right? And the 3 men that were murdered, sadly murdered, were alleged to have been gay men. Now, why has that only been mentioned in sort of hush-hush terms? No one's ashamed of being gay. No one's ashamed of having gay friends. What we should be ashamed of is not reporting that it's 3 gay men that have been murdered, allegedly gay men, and is there a pattern? We know that ISIS are fond of throwing gay people off of fucking buildings. Well, that's not going to happen in this country. And all you coppers, while the ones that are not bravely tackling this man, you have a responsibility to perhaps warn that this stuff is going on. I don't want to start any scaremongering, but you know, just watch yourselves, because there are some nutters out there. And people are saying, why aren't MI5 looking after them? The security services, why aren't they spotting these people? Well, you've got to do the maths, right? There's, I don't know, they say 650 targets of people of interest in this country. Okay, and where do the people of interest in this country come from? Well, other countries, that's it, and homegrown terrorists that have been whatever. Anyway, the point is, there's not enough dickers in the country to keep your eye on these people. You have to have a team of 12 people to watch one bloke. At least 12 dedicated, trained people. You do the math, 650, 12 is a lot. Far too many to have. And so now some bright spark is saying, well, the public should go on the MI5 training course. You should learn how to be vigilant. Well, let's say MI5, or the security services they're supposed to be called, send out all this documents to how to be a good dicker and watch people, right? All the dickers will spot the dickers, and there'll be anti-dickers. This is fucking ridiculous. We're training terrorists how to stop the public from grassing them up. It's fucking ridiculous. So let's sort that out, and let's find if there is a link with this, the terrorist attack on gay people. Sadly, an American guy as well, who came here to start a new life away from all the American stuff, and what happened? Some fucking idiot that shouldn't be here in the first place comes and takes his life away. And do you know what? How many of those people are sneaking in without being proper asylum seekers who take advantage of the NHS mental health services? How many people are rowing across the fucking channel as we speak because we're a soft touch? Priti Patel, please, you're a fantastic politician and a friend. Please sort it out. And the only thing not to do is, when all these people are rowing across the fucking channel, go out and arrest Nigel Farage for reporting it. That's much easier, isn't it? Well, that's got to bloody stop. If I was an asylum seeker, why the fuck would you want to come here? Imagine rowing across the fucking channel, taking your life in your hands in a force 5 gale, right? And you get to the shore off of Hastings. What must you think when you have a look? Oh, fuck. The tide has taken us back to Baghdad. No, fuck that. It's ridiculous, right? And so now, where is the knee for them? What knee are we going to take for murdered men? What knee are we going to take to try and protect ourselves when the politically correct police will find some excuse not to arrest these fucking people and bang them up? Why keep your eye on them? If they're of some interest, lock the fuckers up. Then we know where they are, and then you can do something. Let's change it. Otherwise, we've got enough trouble here with the bugs. We've got BLM. Oh, here we go. The BLM. This is good. Some wag towed a banner across Manchester City in a plane that's saying "White Lives Matter." And of course, what are they saying? It was a Burnley fan because it said Burnley on it. And so now people are saying, we want to find out who this racist is. We need to... Racist? Racist? What's that about? White Lives Matter. Okay. Was it provocative? But is it racist? Why is Black Lives Matter okay? White Lives Matter is racist. Oh, well, because black people are a minority. Yeah? Have you been to fucking Burnley? Go and have a look. So what they're going to do, the police said there's no need to arrest this man in the aeroplane because he hasn't broken the law. But the brave board of the Burnley fucking football club said, we're going to find him and ban this racist. Shame on you fucking people. You know, if you want to ban someone, ban that fucking Alistair, what's his name, Campbell, bagpipe playing lefty fucking thing. Wasn't he the one, correct me if I'm wrong, that was accused of sexing up the brochure that sent British troops into an unnecessary war in Iraq? Yeah, I know there. I've been there. I've seen the aftermath. You know, funnily enough, when Tony Blair was Prime Minister, I wrote to him, and I tell you why I wrote to him. I wrote to him because I was chairman of the British Forces Foundation. I was out in Baghdad during the war, entertaining the troops. And when they saw my show, the others surrendered. The surrender was while I was there, the ceasefire, should I say. Iraq was fucking in a shocking state. It's worse than Millbrook in Southampton. And there was, you know, rubble, shit everywhere. And I walked through the crowd with me, a photographer. That's my phone ringing. That's probably Tony Blair now. Let me speak to someone. This is going to be quite good. Hello, Robert. This is the director. He's sitting at home, isolating, while I'm talking to you on YouTube. Say hello, Robert. Call you later. I'm in mid-shoot. Well, can't beat live TV, can you? Right, so here we go. Where was I? Okay, let's just recap. Good evening, welcome to another rant. The thing is unbelievable. The murder by the science figure, the thing they go. Yeah. So I'm walking along with a cameraman, and all these young people were coming up to me saying, "Fantastic! You did fantastic!" I thought, Christ, surely they've not seen my act, or they obviously haven't seen my act if they're thinking I'm doing fantastic. Little kids. There's a little kid come up. Mohammed, his name was. And he said to me, Mister, you and me, like this, like good friends. And my heart went out to him. Hearts go out all over the fucking place now. We've got no hearts left. They've all gone out. Anyway, I took out $20 US and gave it to him. Do you know what he did? Didn't know what it was. I took out a can of Coke and gave it to him. He ran off with swarms of other little urchins chasing after him. That was the currency there. A can of Coke was worth more than $20. It's like now, a toilet roll is worth more than a fucking barrel of crude oil. But we move on. All these people were cheering, saying, well done. And then I thought, I can't, surely big break's not on in Baghdad. And then this man came up and said, Mr. Blair, what you have done has been fantastic for us. I thought, oh shit. I kept saying, I'm not Tony Blair. I'm not Tony Blair. Then I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll just go on with it. I went on with it. So when they come up and said, Mr. Blair, you're fantastic, you save us. Oh, thank you very much, Cheryl, be ever so pleased, you know. And I thought, shit, I better stop that in case there's a Conservative with a fucking sniper rifle on the thing. So anyway, I stopped. But just before you YouTubers go, and I hope you press the subscribe button, I have still in my possession letters from Tony Blair, handwritten to me, explaining how he thinks there are weapons of mass destruction. Now, you cut me in half, I've got Conservative written all over me. Tory toff, you know what I mean? Charlton. But I'm convinced that he was convinced. I think that someone out there convinced the Prime Minister that there were weapons of mass destruction. And also he wrote to me about all the graves they were finding. And he was really, really, really concerned about what was going on. So I don't think Blair's the bad guy he's made out. Maybe they should look at another Burnley supporter and fucking check him out, you know. A lot of my friends died out there, and I nearly did myself with Catherine Jenkins, if you remember. But anyway, so that's what's been going on. So Tony Blair's not a bad man after all. So you politicians have got to take this in mind, that there are weapons of mass destruction out there, and the weapon of mass destruction is the lone wolf. That lone wolf, the asylum seeker, it's the fucking clue's in the name, isn't it? Comes here and murders people. Well, we've got to get it stopped, okay? Let's have some balls back in this country. Okay, goodbye you YouTubers. Don't forget, press your subscribe button.
I don't care, do I?